This isn't just another casual update. No, this is an urgent briefing. We need to talk about what is happening right now with artificial intelligence, because what you're seeing in the headlines isn't the real story, not even close.
I want you to do something for me. Just stop for a second and really, truly think back to February 2020. Remember that feeling? The world felt normal, right? You were planning vacations, going out to eat, kids were in school, life was predictable. And then, in the span of just a few weeks, everything changed. Well, according to people on the inside, people like Matt Shumer, we're in that exact same "this seems overblown" phase right now. But this time, it's about something much, much bigger. In this briefing, we're going to cut through the noise and look at what is really happening, because the gap between what the public thinks is going on with AI and what's actually happening behind the scenes has become dangerously wide. So, what has actually changed? What's the big deal? Well, let's get right to the first major pillar. We've passed a critical tipping point. AI has gone from being a helpful tool to an actual autonomous worker.
This is not a prediction. This is happening for some developers right now. You literally describe an app you want in plain English, and the AI goes off and writes tens of thousands of lines of code. But here's the part that should really blow your mind. It doesn't stop there. It then opens the app itself, clicks through it like a human tester would, finds its own bugs, refines the design, and only comes back to you when it has a finished working product. The human is basically out of the loop on the technical side. I mean, think about that. This isn't just about making work faster. For many top engineers, this quote is their new reality. Their entire identity, their entire career was built on being the person who builds. Now they're just the person who gives the initial command. This is a profound shift, and it's a massive wake-up call for every single one of us. And it's not just about doing technical tasks. When we say models, we're just talking about the new versions of the AI, the engines that power everything. And the very latest ones are showing something that was supposed to be our thing, uniquely human. They are demonstrating what looks an awful lot like judgment, like taste. That gut feeling of knowing what the right move is, not just the technically correct one. This timeline just puts the sheer speed of this into perspective. It's just wild. In 2022, these things couldn't do basic math. A year later, it's acing the bar exam. And this projection shows a future where the AI we have today is going to feel like a dinosaur. This isn't slow, steady progress. It's a capability explosion. So how is this happening? What is the engine that's driving this incredible acceleration? Well, it's a concept that researchers call the intelligence explosion. And this is the second crucial pillar you have to understand. It's a feedback loop, plain and simple. A smart AI helps build an even smarter AI. That new, smarter AI is then way better and way faster at creating the next generation. It's a cycle that feeds on itself, and the speed just keeps ramping up in a way that our brains aren't really wired to comprehend. And if you think this is all just theory, you need to see this. This isn't me saying this. This is a direct quote from OpenAI's own technical documents. Just read that again. Instrumental in creating itself. The feedback loop isn't a theory anymore. It's active. It's happening. And it's not just one company. You've got Dario Amodei, the CEO of Anthropic, a huge competitor, saying we are incredibly close to this process becoming fully autonomous. The people who are building this technology are telling us, straight up, that things are about to go even faster. Okay, so what? What does all this tech talk mean for you, for your job, for your career? Because this isn't just a tech story. This is about a shockwave headed straight for white-collar work. And that's the third pillar of this briefing. 50%. Just let that number sink in. This is the prediction coming from industry leaders, people like Dario Amodei. Not in 20 years, not in 10, in 1 to 5 years. We're talking about half of the entry-level cognitive jobs, the very first step on the career ladder for millions, potentially being automated away. And I know what you might be thinking. We've seen automation before. You have to understand, this time is fundamentally different. In the past, automation replaced a specific physical skill. You could always retrain for a thinking job. But AI is a general substitute for cognitive work. It's getting better at all the thinking jobs, all at once. There's no obvious place left to run to. And we're not talking about abstract jobs here. We're talking about the core functions of high-paying professions. Drafting legal contracts, building financial models, writing marketing copy, reading medical scans, and suggesting what might be wrong.
These are not simple, repetitive tasks. This is the heart of the knowledge economy, and it's all being impacted right now. Okay, look, I know that is stark. It's a lot to take in. But the point of this briefing isn't to make you feel helpless. It's to give you a survival guide. It's about how to get an unfair advantage while almost everyone else is still ignoring this. This is our final and most important pillar. So let's cut to the chase. The question that really matters is, what should you actually do, starting today? Here it is. This is the single most important thing you can commit to. 1 hour a day. Not reading about AI, not watching videos about it, actively using it for your real work. This one simple habit will put you so far ahead of 99% of the people around you, it's not even funny, because frankly, almost no one is actually doing it. So here's your action plan. First, use the paid versions. Seriously, for $20 a month, you're using the cutting edge. The free versions are basically ancient history. Second, stop treating it like Google. Give it a real, complex task, a report you have to write, a data set you need to analyze. Push it, see what it can do. Third, get your financial house in order. Build a safety net. And fourth, and this is the most important one mentally, you have to build the habit of adapting. Get comfortable feeling like a beginner over and over and over again.
And the reason this is so powerful is because this window is closing. Right now, you can be the person who walks into a meeting having done 3 days of analysis in 1 hour, and you will look like a wizard. That advantage disappears the second everybody else catches on.
So let's just end with this. This isn't some distant sci-fi conversation. The future is already here. For some of us, it has already kicked the door down. For you, well, it might not have knocked on your door yet. But believe me, it's about to.